Prince of Persia, does the name ring a bell? Have you ever played this game? I'm sure you've at least heard about it. Iran was Persia until 1935, and so the game Prince of Persia is based on an inherently Iranian concept. While what is happening in Iran is definitely not the selection of a new prince, but it's very important that we analyze the repercussions of what is about to unfold in the Shiite nation. Iran is soon slated to get a new president. If predictions are to be believed, Ebrahim Raisi will be the new Iranian president. He's a radical Islamist and a favorite of the Iranian supreme leader. For him to become the president, a large number of moderate candidates who could challenge him were not even allowed to run. If he wins the election, Iran's already obliterated economy will face further destruction. Social strife will rise, and Tehran will make the Middle East a living hell. And then, no Prince of Persia will be able to save the region. Iran is about to be made a rogue state. It will be crippled with incoming sanctions. For reasons unknown to us, despite knowing where Iran would land due to an ultra-conservative taking over the reins, the supreme leader is allowing for Iran to be reduced into nothingness. Perhaps the enhancement of Iranian life and culture is not what matters to the clergy in Tehran anymore. They are now driven solely by vicious hatred for Saudi Arabia, Israel, and the West. Hi and welcome. This is TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Sanbir Anhotra, and in this video I will tell you why Iran is heading towards a point of no return. Iran will have a new president by June 18th. The crucial presidential elections are of existential importance to the Shiite nation. In fact, Iran is now facing a 50% inflation due to the country being battered by damaging Western sanctions led by the United States and the coronavirus pandemic ravaging whatever was left of the nation's economy. Economic strife is high in Iran, and social woes too are hardly insignificant. As such, the elections for a new president become critical, and the country's Islamic clergy, including Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, is betting on an ultra-conservative. TFI has reported extensively how the victory of radical Islamist Ebrahim Raisi as the new president would have devastating consequences for the country's international relations, even though Tehran's military establishment will be emboldened to a great extent. Now, in a declaration of how Iran will suffer under the radical ultra-conservative regime if Raisi is voted to power, reformist candidate Abdullah Nasser Hemmati said the country will be punished with more sanctions. Abdullah Nasser Hemmati, who was threatened with jail time for treason by his radical opponents, asked, "What will happen if power falls into the hands of hardliners? What happens if power falls into your hands?" Answering his own question, the presidential hopeful said, "Let me put this very clearly. New sanctions with a stronger global consensus." What Hemmati is suggesting is very true. In fact, even if an ultra-conservative does win the election, the military will rule supreme in Iran. Foreign policy will take a back seat, and the military nuclear program, which the Shiite nation has been in any case carrying out all this while, will only be further strengthened and expedited. For its actions, Iran will face even more stringent sanctions and will lose whatever little friends it has. The victory of someone like Ebrahim Raisi will turn Iran into a pariah state, which is seen as hostile by most countries at best and rogue at worst. The Islamic Revolution Guard Corps, or IRGC, and Ali Khamenei are making sure that the coming elections are not a level playing field for the hardliners and moderates. It is for this very reason that the Guardian Council of Iran has selected 7 candidates, 5 of which are hardliners, for this month's presidential election, while rejecting numerous moderate hopefuls. It is almost as if the nexus of the IRGC and Khamenei is wanting to take Iran down a dark alley from where there can be no return. Already, the country is ruled by radicals, and its foreign policy is irrevocably tied to the whims and fancies of the Ayatollah and the IRGC. In this already extremist frame, the entry of a radical president will only exacerbate Iran's woes and make it a subject for the Western world to sanction left, right, and center. For its inability to even put up the show of being a quasi-democracy, Iran will definitely be abandoned by its friends. Reformists and right activists say they are alarmed by Raisi's background as a hardline judge, especially during the 1980s, when he was one of 4 judges who imposed death penalties on thousands of political prisoners. The rise of Ebrahim Raisi is a very concerning development, and while he is a favorite of the supreme leader of Iran, he will mute the moderate voices with much more rigor and hasten the process of developing nuclear warheads, further worsening the relationship with Israel and Saudi Arabia. Iran will grow more aggressive against Israel and will further empower Hamas and Hezbollah to fight the Jewish nation. In terms of the war in Yemen, Iran will strengthen the Houthis to take on Saudi Arabia. Overall, the election result will be critical not just for Iran, but for the security of the entire Middle East. With the IRGC and Ayatollah trying to gain absolute control via hardliners and hastening the process of nuclearizing Iran, the United States-led world order is bound to come cracking down hard on Iran in the near future.